નમસ્તે, હું આદર્શ છું. વેલકમ ટુ આદર્શ એજ્યુકેશન સોસાયટી. Hello students, today we are going to learn standard 7 subject English grammar lesson number 10, the future tense. As you know students, we completed our 2 lessons related to tenses. Lesson number 8 we studied about it, the present tense, and lesson number 9 we completed the past tense. Now in lesson number 10 we have to study the future tense. As you know students, we completed 8 tense. Now remaining 4 tense we have to study in this lesson number 10, the future tense. We completed simple present tense, present continuous tense, present perfect tense, present perfect continuous tense. Then after simple past tense, past continuous tense, past perfect tense, past perfect continuous tense. Now in this lesson we have to study more 4 tenses here. The future tense. First of all, we have to understand about the future tense. Future tense means what? We are talking about present time. It is known as present tense. We are talking about before present time. It is known as past tense. And now we are talking about next to our present time. It is known as future time. First of all, we have to understand the sentence given here in your textbook. The future tense indicates that the action will take place in the forthcoming period. It is divided into 4 tenses. The future tense indicates that the action will take place in forthcoming time. Forthcoming time means what? After present time means to here. For example, 10 o'clock in the morning. After 10 o'clock time means afternoon, evening. It is all are known as a forthcoming time. Means after present tense. Now what will happen? It's so by the future tense. Can you understand students? Future tense? Yes. Now it is divided into 4 tense. Future tense divided into 4 tense. Like other tenses can be. In present tense we also discussed about 4 tenses. In past tense we also discussed about 4 tenses. Now in future tense there are mainly 4 types of future tenses there. First one is that simple future tense. Simple future tense structure is given here. We already discussed about it. Shall or will plus given ing. It is the structure of simple future tense. Second tense is that future continuous tense. Future continuous tense structure is given here. Will plus be plus given ing. It is known as a future continuous tense. Third tense is that future perfect tense. Future perfect tense structure is given here. Will plus have plus will be. It is known as a future perfect tense. And last tense, future perfect continuous tense. Future perfect continuous tense structure is given here. Will plus have been plus given ing. It is all are known as a future tense. So here 4 tenses we have to understand about future tense. Okay? Now here I draw one line to understand which time period we are talking. Here your present time means you are here at that present moment. Before our present time, it is known as a past time. Early morning what's happened, yesterday night what's happened, it is all are known as a past tense. But after present time, what will be happen, it is known as a future tense. Means afternoon, what will be happen, today evenings, what will happen, it is all are known as a future tense. So here in that lesson, we have to study about that portion. Okay? We have to study about that portion. After present time, we have to study about future time. Okay? So can you understand? We have to study mainly 4 tenses here in that lesson. After learning that 4 tenses, our 12 tenses be completed. Okay? We have to understand about simple future tense. Simple future tense structure is given here. Shall or will plus given ing. As we learned in our previous script, shall or will plus given ing. But in nowadays in modern English, we can use only will with all the pronouns. Means I will, we will, you will, you will, he, she, it will, they will. Okay? So we can use will with every pronoun in today's modern English. Okay, now the use of simple future tense we have to understand. The simple future tense simply mentions that the action will be taking place in the forthcoming period without indicating the completeness or incompleteness of the action. The simple future tense simply mentions that the action will be taking place in the forthcoming time period. Forthcoming time period without indicating that action is completed or not completed. Without indicating the completeness or incompleteness of the action. If we want to talk with future time, next coming time, then we have to use simple future tense. Simple future tense. It is mostly used when a plan or a decision is made in future without indicating the time. Simple future tense is used to indicating the plan, our next plan, what will we do in our future time. We can indicating by the simple future tense. Okay? Can you understand simple future tense? To indicating our next plan or decision. What we have to do in our next future time. It is indicating by the simple future tense. Okay? We don't have to indicating the exact time, but our next plan will be what happened. Next afternoon, today's afternoon, what I have to do. We can say that by simple future tense. Can you understand, student, about simple future tense? Now, one example is given here. See, I will eat mango. It is written in assertive positive form. It is written in assertive positive form. I will eat mango. Means in next time. Means present after forthcoming time. Present time after present time. Forthcoming time. I will eat mango. I will eat mango. मैं केरी खाऊंगा. Means future time. मैं आम खाऊंगा. Okay, in future time. હું કેરી ખાઈશ. So it shows the future time, but not exactly here, not exactly defined with what time when you eat mango. At that time we have to use simple future tense. Means I will eat mango here, assertive positive sentence here. Now we have to convert it into assertive negative sentence. How we will convert it into negative form? Just we have to understand. If you want to convert any sentence into negative and interrogative form, just you require helping verb. Is there any helping verb in that sentence? Yes, will is given here. Will is given here. So we don't require any other helping verbs here. Using that helping verb, we have to make assertive negative sentence here. So how we convert? I, then will. After will we have to put not eat mango. Eat mango. So students, I add here not between helping verb will and main verb eat. So now it's become I will not eat mango. It become assertive negative sentence. Assertive negative sentence. Understand, student? Now, if we want to convert it into interrogative form, interrogative positive, how we convert it into interrogative form? As you know, students, to make any sentence interrogative form, you have to interchange helping verb and subject. Helping verb and subject we have to make interchange. Then it's converted into interrogative form. Here helping verb is already given, so we have to interchange helping verb and subject to make interrogative sentence. So what we have to write here? We have to write here will, helping verb, then subject. We have to interchange. Will I eat mango? Eat mango? Question mark sign here. Will I eat mango? Okay. So now we converted into interrogative positive form. Interrogative positive form. That is done. Understand? If now we have to convert it into interrogative negative. How we converted it? Interrogative negative. Interrogative negative converted it two ways. As we learned in our previous videos, in previous tenses, interrogative negative happen in two ways. With contraction and without contraction. Both types we have to see here. First of all, I do the without contraction. How it happens, we have to see. First of all, to making interrogative sentence, we have to interchange subject and helping verb. So first of all, I have to write here will, then we have to write subject I, then we have to put not, then main verb eat mango. Question mark sign. Students, see here. It become a interrogative negative sentence, but without contraction, because I add not here between subject and main verb. You have to put here not. So it's become a interrogative negative without contraction. If you want to make with contraction, so we require the helping verb and not short form here. Will plus not. What the short form of will plus not is there? One. W-O-N-T. Villain is not valid. Villain is not the short form of will not. One. Then subject we have to write. Subject I. Then main verb eat. Then mango. Interrogative sentence. Now it's become a interrogative negative with contraction, because here I use the will not short form. Now it's become a one. It's become a contraction with contraction. It's become a interrogative negative with contraction. Both sentences are known as interrogative negative. Can you understand, student? First sentence is without contraction. Second one is with contraction. So students, here we completed our assertive positive sentence, assertive negative, then interrogative positive, then interrogative negative sentence in two ways, without contraction and with contraction. So here our simple future tense completed. Everybody understand about simple future tense? So keep in mind the structure of simple future tense and what is the use of simple future tense, you have to keep in mind. Remaining tenses we have to see in our next video. Thank you for joining us.